Hello everyone, welcome to the Wednesday Grind. I'm your host Angel, and today we're going to be diving into the top 2025 Mother's Day trends on Etsy. Mother's Day is actually one of the biggest shopping events of the entire year for Etsy, and if you want to cash in, now is the time to get your shop ready. So in today's video, I'll be breaking down the hottest trends this year for Mother's Day, from personalized gifts to trending aesthetics and trending products, so you can sell more and stand out. And a lot of people don't realize this, but let me show you guys my graph here from eRank. Searches for Mother's Day gifts actually really start to pick up in March, so right now, and peak in April. So you really want to get those listings up ASAP. If you are tuning in live, throw some flower emojis below and let me know where you're tuning in from. All right, today's agenda. We're going to be looking over a Mother's Day article that Etsy just recently released, sharing their take on the current trends that they're noticing for Mother's Day. So this will be for handmade sellers, as well as print and demand and digital sellers. Then we're going to jump onto Etsy and do a little bit of research. We're also going to do a little bit of research on Amazon as well. We're going to discuss some of the top products that I think are going to be trending and are really just going to be flying off the shelves. And if you've been following me, you know I have a really great track record for spotting trends and being really spot on. And also I'll be sharing some low competition keywords you could consider adding to your tags. So make sure to your tags or your title or your SEO for your Etsy listings for Mother's Day. So make sure you stick around for that. So next we're going to head in over to Etsy so we can take a look at this article that Etsy just recently released all about Mother's Day insights. Okay, so Marketplace Insights, Mother's Day trends. And immediately I'm noticing, personalized items. Personalization is just going to be super huge this year for Mother's Day. It is every year, but it's just even more so, I think, this year than before, because people are really seeking out custom personalized items. They don't want something that's just mass produced from Temu or Amazon or something. They really want something that shows that they care. They have a little video here that provides some additional insights if you guys want to give that a watch. Also, linked below, I will have this article. So if you want to take a look at this, it's going to be in the description, or just comment article below, and I will go ahead and throw that link for you in the comment section. And also, I forgot to mention, I have an entire Etsy trends guide for Mother's Day available for free as a free download. So just comment trends below, and I'll get you the link to that free guide. All right, Mother's Day. So it has a couple of occasions that Etsy wants to have on your radar. So for example, Mother's Day, and some themes to keep in mind: gifting, cards. Of course, cards are huge for Mother's Day. And the personalization, once again, it's going to be huge. They're really, really emphasizing that because I really think that personalization really helps set Etsy apart from other websites, from other e-commerce platforms, especially ones that are competing with them. And I think that they sort of give an algo boost to custom and personalized items for that reason. And they're just highly searched after, more so than anything else. Alrighty, and then Father's Day, of course, April to June. Same themes as Mother's Day, except they added in wanderlust and travel, outdoor adventure, DIY projects, and grooming essentials. So something to keep on your radar if you're an Etsy seller. And then graduation, of course. Teacher gifts, don't forget about that. Another thing to keep on your radar for May that you would really want to start listing in right now to get ready for that would be teacher appreciation and nurse appreciation. That's also really huge this time of year. And searches for those niches and those events really start to pick up starting now. Alrighty, so homestead is going to be huge. The word homestead is trending. Specifically the word country cottage. So if you are into home decor, pillows, throw pillows, blankets, wall art, definitely something to have on your radar there. There was a 369% increase compared to the same time last year for those keywords. Of course, custom cards, fill in the blank cards. So one of the things I've definitely noticed on Etsy, and this is trending on lots of different niches, okay? This is like all over Etsy, and it's dark florals. Super, super popular for wall art, for home decor, blankets, pillows. We're going to get a little bit more into this trend later, but definitely something to have on your radar, something to consider adding to your shop, whether you're handmade, digital, or print and demand. I'm seeing this trend everywhere. So once again, tapestry florals is a trend that is really, really popular right now. Once again, dark florals, you can see that it's increased by 10 times compared to the same time last year. So dark florals, dark cottage core, going to be huge. Cottage core goth is a word I've seen trending a lot. This color blue, this like antique blue, guys, it is so popular right now on all types of products. So whether, once again, whether you're digital, print on demand, or a handmade seller, this color is really taken off. Let's see here, any other insights? Birthstone jewelry. I also, if you sell print on demand, or if you're a digital seller, birth month flowers are really huge right now. We're going to talk a little bit about how you can add new value to that niche to really stand out from the competition. Let's see, bold proportions and volume. So think oversized. So it says, this spring, shoppers are embracing exaggerated proportions and looking to make a bold statement, especially with their use of fabric. So bigger is better, and think of layers. It's soft, billowing textures, using fabric like tulle, puffed hems, dramatic flare. And so that's pretty much the end of their insight. So once again, this article will be attached below, or just simply type article, and I'll share that link for you if that's easier. All right, really quickly, let's take a look at Amazon, because I think that Amazon can be helpful for trends, and sometimes they're a little bit earlier than Etsy, or sometimes you can just kind of get some ideas. And sometimes they're pretty similar. So we'll at least get to compare that and see how similar we're noticing those trends are for Mother's Day compared to on Etsy compared to Amazon. Blankets, guys, I'm telling you, blankets are going to be big. We're going to talk about which blankets I think are going to be big, so make sure you stay tuned for that. Because it's not just these velveteen types. It's another type that is really low competition because it's a newer product. So blankets, custom blankets, photo blankets are going to be huge. Super excited about that. I kind of want to order one. I think I'm going to. Type blanket below if you want me to create it, like maybe do a step-by-step tutorial for you guys for blankets. Candles, I think candles, guys, I think candles is going to be huge. I think, especially funny candles, I think they are going to be really big for Mother's Day. Of course, jewelry is going to be super popular. I have this exact mug. Someone just sent it to me for my birthday. I wish I had it to show you guys. It's adorable. Anything else? Once again, funny candles. Funny socks. Funny candles. So you guys noticing a theme here? Personalized blanket. Personalized mugs, or just Mother's Day tumblers, glass tumblers. Mugs are going to be big. All right, let's go to the second page just to see if there's any other trends to explore here that might be useful for us. I'm not really seeing much else. Gigi, keep in mind that you're not just designing for moms, you're also designing for grandmothers. And so keep in mind those unique nicknames for grandmothers besides just grandma. Like Gigi's a popular one, Mimi. Socks, cards. Okay, I think that we're given a pretty good idea here on those types of trends, at least products, and on Amazon. All right, really quickly, I wanted to jump in and take a look at the top trends for Easter. You might be thinking, Angel, why are we looking at Easter? We're talking about Mother's Day here. So let me give you a reason or a method to my madness here. Basically, with holidays, whatever is trending in the current holiday, there's a good chance that's going to be trending in the next holiday, okay? Especially the one following. Not all of the trends, right? Because some are really specific to a specific holiday or a specific event, but others really do carry on into other niches, into evergreen niches, and whatever's popular right now with a popular holiday will likely carry on to the next, especially an aesthetic trend will carry on to the next holiday. So I'm going to make some predictions here based on some of these bestsellers. Once again, it's a little bit too late to be listing for Easter, in my opinion, unless you're maybe a digital seller. If you're print on demand, if you're handmade, it's a little bit too late to try and jump into the Easter niche. It's just a little bit too close. You won't have a lot of time to rank. So this is just to get ideas for Mother's Day, okay? Trending aesthetics, trending products. Okay, first of all, number one thing I'm seeing is this is it chinoiserie? I think it's called chinoiserie. Forgive me if I'm mispronouncing it. If I am, let me know below. I'm sure you guys will. Or I think it's toile. I think is another way to describe it. But it's sort of like this porcelain-esque printed texture here with the floral. So like sort of that vintage floral. We're definitely going to be seeing that for Mother's Day, okay? Specifically with shirts with like pattern text. So maybe it will say mom or mama, and inside of those letters are going to be these types of patterns. Also coquette, those bows, definitely going to see those for Mother's Day. If we're not seeing that, then we should be adding it, right? Because that's a very trendy aesthetic right now. Coquette with the chinoiserie. Huge trend right now on Etsy across all niches. Definitely taking over Etsy for sure. Something to consider adding to your shop if you haven't already. Once again, I've noticed it in all types of evergreen niches as well as Mother's Day. And specifically this color, I don't want to click on this right here because it's an ad. I believe it's called blue jean or denim in comfort colors. This one actually looks like it might be a Gildan. I'll have to take a look at that. We'll look at some products later. But this blue jean denim color is really popular in t-shirts as well as sweatshirts. So super popular with the sort of vintage blue colors designs. Anything else here that's going to, I think, carry on? Which again, coquette is going to be huge. The bow kind of designs going to be huge for Mother's Day. I'm sure that there is going to be a lot of Christian themes cross niche with Mother's Day. Something to keep in mind there. Of course, watercolors, embroidery is going to be huge for Mother's Day. Coquette with the watercolor graphics. Leopard print, I think we're going to see a huge resurgence in leopard print coming back and being really popular. In fact, I think it was back in November, Google Trends had one of the top searches for leopard print in like 10 years or something, or like 15 years. So definitely, it never really went out of style for me. Maybe I'm not a very stylish person. I don't know. Throw a leopard below, a leopard emoji below. If you always liked leopard print and never went out of style for you, it definitely didn't for me. But apparently it's really making a huge comeback. So something to keep on your radar for your designs and for your products. And if I'm missing anything, if I'm going too fast, feel free to comment below and let me know, what other trends that you guys are noticing that you think are going to just be super huge for Mother's Day. Products, niches, colors. Sometimes I've gotten some amazing tips from my listeners and subscribers. So make sure you're checking the comments because just really generous subscribers. Alrighty, mommy and me, guys, is going to be huge for Mother's Day. So matching mommy and child shirts, okay, and shirts, sweatshirts. Printify, if you sell with Printify, they just recently released a toddler sweatshirt. Matching sweatshirts will be huge. T-shirts, as long as it's matching. It could be pattern letters here. Maybe it will say mama in like the coquette niche with a mini coquette or with that chinoiserie pattern. I think that would be huge. Once again, if it hasn't been brought to those niches yet, those could be amazing market gaps to break out into. Also, and I have done some research with Mother's Day. I have not seen this trend, which is super trendy across all types of evergreens, all types of different events on Etsy. Is this painted brush? The brush strokes, I think it's called. So this brush stroke trend. And I think that, like, what do you guys think about this? So because it tends to be like the 4 collage, right, by side, it's saying mama, or maybe just 3 strokes and saying mom. Or Mimi or Gigi, with, dark florals or, some springtime florals, kind of like you see here. Or it could be a cross niche with the Christianity, with a verse and then it saying mama, maybe a really strong Bible verse about mothers or about women. And then having the florals with mama, with the brushstrokes. Like, guys, I'm telling you, that could, if you're listening right now, that could be a really hot niche to break out into because I have not seen this design style brought to the mom's niche yet. So hot tip there. You heard it here first. Give me a like if you like these hot tips. All right. Comfort color is going to be huge this year, especially this light green color, the mossy green. All right. Now let's jump into the actual Mother's Day trends. So this is what you guys came here for. This is the good stuff. Alrighty, so once again, look guys, what did I say earlier? That blue jean color, huge, okay? And this isn't just for the mom niche, okay? I don't care what niche that you're selling in. If you sell apparel and you sell sweatshirts, this mock-up, this sweatshirt should be in your shop, regardless of the niche, okay? Because I think that this color is just popular in general. Definitely one to have in your shop. This like denim color. This green right here, popular across all niches. Keep in mind grandmas and birth announcements. That's really popular for Mother's Day. Having the established and actually having the EST, so the established est, people actually search for those specific keywords on Etsy, okay? So, and it's a great way to add personalization, like a personalized touch to your listing without doing a lot of like custom personalization. So maybe you have mama here and you have, you know, the chinoiserie mama here, and then you have the bow, which, you have the bow. Just adding like established, like maybe on the bow somewhere subtle or over here or underneath, and the year, and offering that personalization, that alone could really help set you apart from the competition, help you to get to really be pushed by Etsy. Because once again, they like personalization. They know that a lot of people on Etsy, a lot of the customers are coming here for unique, custom, personalized items. So that would be just a really easy way to create a custom product that, you know, we could take a look, but I don't know if anyone's introduced that yet with this niche here. So that could be a really great market gap for you to explore. So something to consider there. Once again, don't forget about grandmas. It's not just Mother's Day for moms, it's also for grandmas, great grandmas, bonus moms, stepmoms. Let's see here. Look at this. So right now, one of the things that's trending on Etsy and just like evergreen general niches is minimalism. And so this seller was so smart because espresso is a really trendy color on Etsy right now, in comfort colors. And they just took this really minimal font and added, you know, a little like emoji, a little graphic here representing, you know, the specific like sub niche here, which is baseball, and just create a really stellar product that's really on trend. And I mean, just think of the ways you could scale this out. Think about all the different types of moms there are. There's cheerleader moms, there's soccer mom, there's, you know, football mama. You just think of the ways you could scale this out. So I'm sure that there are other types of really fun fonts that you guys could find to explore these types of niches, okay, that are very scalable. Let's see here. So once again, we talked earlier about birth month flowers. So, you know, regardless of the type of product that you sell, so whether you sell jewelry or you sell handmade products or print-on-demand products, definitely something to consider there. And I haven't seen anyone really take like the coquette niche, for example, with bows to the birth month flower niche. So something to have on your radar to consider if that's a product that you're interested in selling. We have Mama Bear here. Now, of course, always do your due diligence and check USPTO.gov and make sure that like fun phrases like that, like Mama Bear, make sure they're not trademarked, you guys. So be careful using phrases. Always do your due diligence and check to make sure that they're not trademarked. If you see something that's Disney, ignore it. You know, never jump on those bandwagons. Don't touch anything fringe. All right, next up here. Oh, I was going to mention here, what if, because raccoons, like the feral raccoon trend is like super taking off on Etsy, right? And the funny like mental health niche. What if this said like, what if this was a hand-drawn raccoon with the heart glasses and it said like feral mom or something? Like, I think that could like be super popular. So just always be thinking of ways you can like take what's trending and popular in other niches and apply it to a new sub niche where it hasn't been introduced. That is a market gap, guys, and you will be rewarded for filling market gaps. So always be on the lookout for that, okay? All right, next thing is this mug here. So of course, super funny. Anything that has puns, that's silly, funny, I think is going to be really popular on mugs, on, you know, candles, I think especially. And you would, if you maybe you want, you know, a PG saying, or just that you want to add new value in some sort of way, you would just, you know, maybe plug that that exact phrase into ChatGPT and ask it for similar phrases or new phrases to add new value, to give you ideas on how you could create your own funny mug saying, okay, for Mother's Day. Because funny items really are popular on Etsy, in all niches, especially for in the gifting niche, for Mother's Day and for Father's Day. So once again, we're seeing that popular mama aesthetic here with the blue jean color product, birth month flowers. Also, just in general, like the text, with it being curved and then having that floral pattern. Like florals are just like so huge right now on Etsy. See, of course, custom mugs. Oh, this is something I want to talk to you guys about. So this year on Etsy, one of the trends that's going to be absolutely huge is having the sleeve print. Okay, that is going to be so huge, especially if you take like this has like a leopard print heart. Okay, I personally think that the seller, what they should have done is they should have had that same heart somewhere on this design to kind of tie it together so that it was like more like how would I say it? Just so it, like the designs tied together more. So if I were to redo this specific design, I would probably have that like a leopard print heart here and like here or something. And they have the established there, so you could choose to do established if you wanted. And I love how they cross-niched it with mom and grandma, so that's super fun. Once again, keep in mind that there are different types of moms that you could market to. So like nicknames, Gigi, Mimi. You can look up on Google or on ChatGPT and ask them for popular nicknames for grandmas. So once again, custom. Even ornaments can sell during this time of year. Obviously not as popular as during Christmas. One touch the shoe fringe. Anything with pictures. Embroidery is going to be huge this year. Super, super huge. As well as monochromatic. So if I see an example of monochromatic here, I will share that with you guys. Of course, funny cards. If you are ever looking for inspiration for any niche, but especially for Mother's Day, look at cards and look at ones that are funny. You get a lot of inspiration from cards, where maybe a phrase or an idea or a concept hasn't been brought to other niches outside of cards. So if you don't sell cards and you want, maybe you sell a different type of product, look in other niches to get ideas for your product. So, and cards is a great one. Also, you could use card, different ideas and sayings and phrases like as inspiration, right? As inspiration for other products like blankets. So, a lot of those heartfelt sayings, phrases could be repurposed for blankets. Once again, those sort of like it's a little bit more tropical flower pattern here. So this is a little bit more of a better example of that monochromatic where basically the design has been printed on a very similar color or a variant of the color of the design. So there's a lot of cream in this design here in this embroidered design, and then it's printed onto a cream shirt. So that's an example of monochromatic, just super huge on Etsy. Whether you sell print on demand, whether you're digital, handmade, across the board, it's a really, really popular design aesthetic, especially on apparel. Once again, having, the funny candle things. Don't forget to niche down. So baseball mom, soccer mom, cheerleader mom, dance mom, think of all the moms. Once again, you can use ChatGPT to get additional ideas. All right, so next we're gonna go ahead. Oh, here's a good example of monochromatic too. So it's like this maroon or like purple color, and the exact same shade was used in the design that it was printed on or embroidered on. All right, so next we're going to jump over to, the product I want to tell you guys about. So one of the top products I think that is just really going to take off this year are blankets, okay? I think that custom personalized blankets or just blankets with really inspirational or motivational sayings or heartfelt sayings to mothers. It doesn't even necessarily have to be personalized. It just has to be like on trend. And just to give you an example of how big I think that the blanket products are going to be for Mother's Day, if we go to the Etsy search query and we just type in the word blanket, let's see what populates here. Blanket gift for mom. So there's so many people searching for those keywords, blanket gift for mom, that it's actually auto-populating. And if you have the Everbee Chrome extension downloaded onto your computer, you will actually get to see like an estimate of the monthly searches. So there's over 1,000 searches right now for blanket gift for mom. And then if I try woven blanket, oh, woven, it's already coming up. Woven blanket, Mother's Day. So woven blanket, Mother's Day. Once again, I just think that blankets in general are going to do really well for Mother's Day. And then let's see what's trending on these products. And as far as price goes, I'm noticing the woven blanket specifically priced anywhere from $79 all the way to $159. This is a fairly new product that Printify, which is a print-on-demand platform, recently added to their platform. So that is now available. Let's see, the birth month flowers. We talked a little bit earlier about how to add new value to that. Here, I think there's just so many ways to add new value to this. We could add coquette. We could add more dark florals. We could add leopard print. Any of those things that we talked about earlier that are trending. And, adding the customization piece, having the children's names there, or just a heartfelt saying. Mom to be gift. Here, this reminds me of like Scandinavian florals, like sort of like the black print style. That's really popular in lots of niches right now. Just a custom photo. So the key to this would be to have a really stellar mock-up, I think. Really stellar mock-up, and then adding that personalization piece for the woven blankets. And then as far as the products in Printify's catalog, I wanted to show you guys something else here. I think that here it is right here. So that trend we talked about earlier, I'm not seeing very many blankets with this pattern on it, right? That chinoiserie trend I talked to you guys about earlier. Not many people doing it, and certainly not many people doing it with coquette cross niche. So just lots of opportunity here, guys. Always trying to think outside of the box. Think about trends that are really popular right now and find ways to bring them to new products where they have not been introduced yet, or sub-niches, micro-niches where they have not been introduced. And you're filling a market gap, and it's going to help you to stand out from the competition and get more sales. Ooh, I like this. This color palette here is really popular in this style of floral botanical aesthetic. Okay, so now I want to show you guys the Printify catalog here. This is their personalized picks. If you go to their catalog and then go to bestsellers, is a good place to be too. But this is their personalized picks, which is right here. And for those of you who are new here, Print-on-Demand is a print-on-demand platform where basically it's a no-risk kind of method where you don't have to have and keep the inventory. You don't have to ship out the products. You take a unique design that you've created, and you upload it to a product on their platform. And then when you get an order from your prospective platform, in this case Etsy, then they will print and ship it for you. So you're not having to order 1,000 blankets or try and make them, right? And print them. You're not having to order 500 t-shirts and really managing this huge inventory as well as printing it and shipping the product. So it really is an incredible business model. I jumped into it about 5 years ago and had a lot of success with it. If it's something that you're not familiar with, you want to learn more about it, just comment starter guide and I can give you guys the free starter guide to get started, or I will throw it in the description. So here are some products that I think are going to really take off for Mother's Day, okay? And I'm already seeing lots of evidence of this. Of course, the Comfort Colors t-shirt, guys, especially, let's go in here and see the colors. Especially the colors. Pepper, of course, which that's been trending for a while now. Espresso is going to be really popular and currently is popular. Of course, ivory is really popular. I've seen khaki do well. Depending on the design you like and what would lend itself well to the design, specific design, I could see any of these colors really doing well. But I'm just talking about ones that I've noticed again and again selling really well. Bay, so it's kind of like a light green. That's doing really well. Light green is moss. ice blue, blue jean. Blue jean's doing really well. Let's see, is it mystic blue? And the wash denim. And then denim. So, and you can experiment with these, right? And see which ones are resonating with your audience. But those are some of the ones that I noticed that were the most popular on Etsy right now. And then going back here, unisex heavy cotton tee is really popular. Unisex or Bella Canvas 3001, that's a classic one. Lots of colors there that do well. Scented candles, as well as this candle down here. The scented soy candle, once again, earlier we talked about how funny candles are going to do really, really well this year. And then, let's see, mugs, of course, are going to do really well. Banners are doing really well in the political niche still. Definitely. I think that throw pillows, especially custom ones with heartfelt sayings, and so forth, are going to do really well for Mother's Day. And once again, think about that dark floral trend we talked about. I think that would lend itself well to throw pillows. Let's see, candles we talked about, mugs, the glass tumbler. The personalized glass tumbler could do really well. Once again, if you're making it custom, personalized, on trend, people are willing to pay more because it's a higher perceived value. You know, there's potential for aprons. I think that's more of a holiday thing, but I think there's potential since it's Mother's Day. I wonder, I would be curious how they would do for Father's Day. I would have to do some research there for either Mother's Day or Father's Day to see if there was, much of a market, but I think that has potential. Some other products I think are going to perform really well this Mother's Day include the crew neck sweatshirt, so the Gildan 1800 crew neck sweatshirt, especially embroidered sweatshirts. And then don't forget the sleeve prints. The sleeve prints are also going to be really, really popular this year, especially like with their children's names, establish, 2024, things like that are going to be really, really popular this Mother's Day. I also think that the unisex garment dyed sweatshirt or the comfort color sweatshirt is going to do really well. Once again, already seeing evidence of this. And some colors that I think are going to perform really, really well include pepper, of course, light green, true navy, blue jean, denim, and watermelon, especially with emphasis on those blues like we talked about earlier. And once again, we're already seeing evidence that a lot of these products are going to be popular because we're already starting to see some bestsellers with this niche. And the Mother's Day niche is really awesome because it is an evergreen niche. It sells all year. Mom products sell all year for holidays, for Christmas, for birthdays, etc. So it's a really great niche to get into because it is considered evergreen. And I have some lower competition keywords I want to share with you guys at eRank that I found. They include bonus mom gift, promoted to grandma, Mother's Day gift basket if that were to apply to you, great grandma gift, Mother's Day gift from kids, and Mother's Day gift from daughter. So hopefully that gives you guys some inspiration there. All right, guys, just a heads up that we are now available to listen to and stream on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. So check out the podcast there. And I hope you guys really enjoyed this week's episode. If you did, throw a coffee emoji down if you guys really enjoyed this episode and you would like to see more trend episodes like this. And don't forget to download your free Mother's Day guide below or just comment trends below. And I'll see you guys next week at 1:00 p.m. Eastern Time.